soon. I wasn't supposed to. There's 26 people watching.
I know. We're on stage or something.
31? There's 31. Oh, hello.
Hello.
And welcome everyone to Charming Disasters Quarantine Livestream. Ooh, good timing, Minion, on the overlay. Welcome everyone. It's been a minute since we did one of these, and we want to say hello to some folks we see tuning in. We see Fred, we see Jade. Hey Jade,
Arctic
check
Tern.
out my earrings. I see Tim and Danielle, Jordan, Pammy in Australia. Oh, it's Sierra. Sierra, we're in the same time zone with you right now. It's so exciting. I see Matt and Katie. Katie, we just saw you IRL. And there's Sarah and Catherine and Eve and Danielle, other Danielle, and Carrie. Oh, and there's Laura. It's like Romper Room, but for weirdos.
For grown-ups.
For grown-up weirdos.
Or whatever. It's good to see you all.
It is good to see you all.
It's
Oh, look,
been
there's
so long.
Misty. We haven't seen Misty in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so nice to see you all. We are all here at Malliway Bros,
Wow.
which is Chicago's finest. Wow, yeah. So talking is hard.
It's hard to speak.
Let's try that again. We are at Malliway Bros, which is Chicago's finest witchcraft, potion, and magical supply shop, where the proprietors have kindly let us come in and take over the space for the next hour or so. I was going to say invited, but like we kind of invited ourselves.
We did invite ourselves. Sorry about that.
I was like, hey, I've got a crazy idea. And they went for it. They're actually here with us on the other side of the screen. And you'll get to meet one of them in a little bit. If you are just joining us from the Malliway Bros page, we're Charming Disaster. This is a donation-based concert, part of our Quarantine Livestream series. What is a donation-based concert anyway?
Yeah, what is a donation-based concert?
Well, that's a great question. I'm
Yeah.
so glad
Are you
asked.
asking me?
I was like a rhetorical question.
Oh, yeah.
A donation-based concert means if you're in a position to support financially this crazy thing that we're doing, here are various convenient ways to do that. We've got Venmo, we've got PayPal, we've got virtual tickets where you can buy something and just get nothing. Or we have Bandcamp where you can pay money and get like some music or merch or,
you get
or
things.
something.
And if you're not in a position to give right now, this is our gift to you. So everybody wins.
We're just really happy to be here with you all on the physical plane in some cases and on the etheric plane on most cases. All right, so let's see. I think social media accomplice Eden is pinning that donate post over in our Facebook page. I'm gonna just go over and do that in the Malliway Bros page. You wanna just vamp for a second?
Yeah. Oh, let's give a little. Should we give it just a little look around at this beautiful space that we're in?
Sure.
It might be a little disconcerting, but hold on to your Dramamine.
If you suffer from motion sickness,
hold on.
Yeah, just be.
Look at this beautiful space that we're in. All these, the whole display of tarot cards. There's some iron spikes right behind us. There's beautiful herbs and dried plant matter, books, skulls, rocks, stones of all sorts. This is just a little bit of what's going on here.
Oh, that was well done. I feel like we all went on a little journey just
I hope no one threw up. Sorry about that. Okay.
All right. Well, we like to start our show with a little card drawing ritual, and we thought we would mix it up a little bit this time. As many of you know, we like to use the tarot deck to guide our set list during our live shows, and we thought we'd do like just a kind of mini spread tonight to help sort of help
organize this.
Yeah, just organize
what we're doing.
things a little bit. Yeah.
So
so this card, the first draw,
Our current situation.
The current situation
is, of course, the Magician card.
That's right. Yes. Welcome again to
Welcome
to Malliway Bros. And we're going to give you more details about this place and what it's all about in a little bit. But for now, how about we play the nice people some music?
Yeah, they're sick of us talking. Okay, you ready?
I don't know.
This is a song about magical plants. Take a walk through the garden. Now the waxing moon is high. Gather up the pale night blossoms to quell your heart's desire.
Say the words
long forgotten. Blow the smoke and fan the fire. Circle up. Something's calling. Time has come to fill the sky. Hellboy, henbane, mandrake, moonshade, hemlock, wormwood, foxglove, monk's hood.
Scrape the earth with your fingers.
Dig deep and find the root.
What's the key?
What's the key to its danger? Will it be revealed to you? Hellboy, henbane, mandrake, moonshade, hemlock, wormwood, foxglove, monk's hood, milkweed, snakewood, yew tree, bloodroots, angels, trumpets, poppy, death's cup. You don't know all the secrets, but you can glean the truth. It's beyond good and evil. Burn the leaves and eat the fruit. Hellboy, henbane, mandrake, moonshade, hemlock, wormwood, foxglove, monk's hood, milkweed, snakewood, yew tree, bloodroots, angels, trumpets, poppy, death's cup, hellboy, henbane, mandrake, moonshade, hemlock, wormwood, foxglove, monk's hood, milkweed, snakewood, yew tree, bloodroots, angels, trumpets, poppy, death's cup. Yeah, y'all can make noise and talk amongst
Oh
yourselves.
my gosh,
It's totally fine.
it's so nice to have real people doing
I
that.
know.
Like, usually in a live stream, like you finish the song and then there's like an awkward pause of
Yeah.
at least 20 seconds, and then people oh, I didn't pick the right microphone. All right, well, yeah. people maybe like do like hearts or like little clap emojis. Yeah, there's like thank you for the clap emojis. So that song was called Hellbore, and it's kind of a new song. We've been playing it for a little while, but it's not out in any of our albums yet.
Yet.
But
Coming.
more about that soon. So I have to, like, a couple things about being in this space.
Yeah.
One is that, I don't know if you can see, but there are these, like, built-in cabinets, these, like, glass-fronted cabinets, like, all around the ceiling. And what they're mostly filled with seems to be, like, haunted dolls. And there's, like, a whole bunch of them, like, right opposite us, just sort of, like, staring down at us. So
Peering.
we feel very at home, obviously. It's nice.
It's like a larger version of our
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, much more majestic.
Yeah, and more cool.
And
cooler
also,
stuff.
it smells awesome.
Sure does.
It smells so good in here. I wish there were some way to like convey the nice smell through the internet, but you'll just have to believe me that it's a combination of like Palo Santo and like, I don't know, myrrh or something. It's really good. What is like
What is?
formaldehyde? Okay, well, it smells better than I thought, I guess. Oh yes, we have some. Oh, I wanted to acknowledge the comments about my bangs. Thank you. I know we're on tour, and, like, we're doing lots of stuff, and we're here in this amazing place, but, like, let's talk about my bangs, because they're new, and I feel like they're working, and really, I'm just...
Yeah.
I want to talk about them as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk about them a lot.
Yeah, your bangs are great.
Thanks.
You're great. I'm
All right.
glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're getting the props that you deserve for your bangs.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's all Marlene. Thank you, Marlene, and back home in New York.
All right, so that was the current situation.
That was the current situation. So let's talk about the recent past.
Let's talk about
Let's draw the recent past card.
Okay.
What do we got?
We have the Chariot.
Oh, the Chariot. Yes.
Because
we have been in our Chariot for 1 week now. We left New York last Tuesday, and we have played shows in Rochester, in Buffalo, and in Cleveland. And now we're here in Chicago. So just a few little tour highlights. We played pinball in Rochester. There's a museum of play, the Strong Museum of Play, and they have a whole room full of pinball machines. And they had like 3 of my favorite, my like all-time favorite machines, which are, of course, Circus Voltaire, Cirque Voltaire.
Cirque Voltaire.
Like blowing up my cred. And Monster Bash, and of course, everybody's favorite, the Addams Family.
Super fun.
So good.
And after playing pinball for like an hour and a half, you get really tweaky.
It's rare that you get to play as much
I know,
pinball
that
as
was
you
really-
want. It was really good.
I don't know if it was good for the show afterwards.
No, but it was good. It was like
good.
good for like the esprit, you know. We learned something great in Buffalo. So in Buffalo, I like pulled out my kazoo to do a solo on Artichoke, and everybody like went nuts. And I was like, why is everybody so
Yeah,
like
that's what I was
I usually
asking.
have to like mug to like get applause on the kazoo solo, but these people were like going nuts, and afterwards someone was like, good job on the kazoo. You must know that this is like the kazoo capital of the world. Because it turns out in Eden, New York, just outside of Buffalo, there is a like 100-year-old kazoo factory.
It's been running continuously.
There's
for
also a
100 years.
museum, like you can go there,
Yeah.
and next time we go there, Buffalo, like that's like the main point of our journey is to visit the kazoo museum. Apparently, they're the only place in the United States that makes metal kazoos. So yeah,
So there you go.
Yeah, and so that was a highlight, and then in Cleveland, on our way out of town, we paid a visit to another kind of witch supply shop, the Buckland Museum of Witchcraft and Magic, which has a great shop, but also has this very cool gallery where they have all these interesting objects and historical context, and it's very, very
Yeah,
cool.
it's a great place.
Yeah, they want a live stream from the kazoo factory. Yeah.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, we'll work on
Yeah.
the Charming Disaster kazoos. We all want that, Gabe. We're gonna get there eventually. So that's kind of the recent past.
Yeah, that's the recent past.
Yeah, we'll talk a little more about what we've been up to, but I think we should play them another song.
All right. In our theme. Continuing our theme. Have you seen it in the Glen? Cottage up on chicken legs. Better hope that she ain't home. She'll suck the marrow from your bone. Sweet old lady, she is not. Stick you in her stewing pot. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Wise old crone or wicked witch. Got a broom, a silver birch. She might give you what you need. I'ma need a poppy seed. Sweep away all trace or drag. You don't want her coming back. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Country girls and merchant sons, what's the reason you have come? By compulsion or free will, or brought here by my spinning wheel? Seeking apples made of gold, ask my sister, she would know. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Turn your comb into a forest when it's time for you to flee. Your kerchief to a mirror, your mirror to the sea. With your mortar and her pestle, she will follow close behind. You are spinning on her spindle, she'll unravel you in time. It's behind a fence of skulls, there's still room for just one more. Served by disembodied hands, mistress of the borderland. Bony leg and iron teeth, give her something good to eat. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga.
I hope your neighbors aren't freaking out right now.
they're witches too.
Oh, good.
Oh, fine. They're used to this kind of thing.
Important question for all of you out there in internet land, and also all of you here in this room with us. What are you drinking? And also, what are we drinking?
What are we drinking? Well,
Room people?
Room?
What do
Oh,
we
we
got
have some
here?
Arizona.
Arizona
We
iced tea.
we've got a lot of
Arizona
Arizona
iced
iced
tea.
tea.
I got a Bundaberg ginger beer.
Ginger
Oh,
beer
ginger
in the
beer is
back.
good.
Okay.
Good.
Orange.
Orange juice a few
Orange.
minutes ago.
Finish the orange juice. All right, let's see what we got. We got a blackcurrant cordial,
Oh,
Corona dark. Oh, strawberry daiquiri. All right. Not
That's
seasonal, but I support that. What's a hot day today?
we're drinking.
Yeah, what are we drinking?
We're drinking this fancy bourbon
Fancy
that
bourbon.
came via Danielle Boley.
That's right. Thank you, Danielle Boley. That bourbon is very nice when
It's
we
very
have been
nice.
drinking it. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Glendalough Irish whiskey with the St. Kevin logo. What is St. Kevin the saint of, by the way? If anybody knows, I'm curious.
Anybody? St.
Anybody?
Kevin?
Okay. All right. Somebody out here watching probably will. We'll see.
Or look it up.
Floradora basil mint hard cider. That sounds nice.
Oh, we love
My
it.
parents are watching. My dad is drinking a hot tea, and my parents only drink one kind of hot tea, so I know that it is blackcurrant tea.
Classic.
Very weak. You just want to like wave the bag like near it, kind of. You know, just like let it like just get wet, and then like take it out and leave it in a little dish next to the sink for the next 3 or 4 people who might want to have it. All right.
So
Oh.
that.
We have an answer on St. Kevin.
Let's hear about St. Kevin.
St. Kevin, Gaelic Camgan. I don't know how to pronounce that. Latin. God, that's even worse. Born near Dublin, died June 3rd, 618, Glendalough, County Wicklow. One of the patron saints of Dublin. All right, being a patron saint of Dublin seems like
Makes sense.
he's like a generalist. That's fine. No, I really like the patron saints who are like real specific, like, you know. So we got a little sneak peek around the shop before.
Yeah.
But now we're going to do you one better because we're going to invite up here with us one of the owners of this shop, one of the Malliway Bros himself, Blake Malliway. Come on up here. We're going to scooch over so you can bring your chair over.
Come on in.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
This is Blake. Say hi to everyone.
I'm not used to seeing my image reversed like this.
Oh, yeah. I know. It's weird. We could have mirrored it, but it's too late now.
It's okay.
So hi. Thank you so much again for letting us take over your beautiful establishment like
Yeah,
this. This was really fun.
Really cool. We love doing stuff like this, so it's always happy to have you guys out.
Great.
So do you want to tell us a little bit about like the shop and what y'all do here?
Yeah, definitely. So we are a witchcraft shop, and we specialize in selling some of the weird things, animal parts, rare books, unique books, all the things that you might need for your spells, charms, potions. You can most likely get in our store here. So that's what we do.
Great.
Cool.
Yeah.
So Malliway Bros, are you really brothers?
Yes, I am the more attractive one.
Well, it's funny. We were watching the Sparks documentary last night, and like they get asked a lot of questions, and we were like, oh, like we should steal some of these questions.
Like, where did you meet?
They're like, we're brothers.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. You're very attractive. And then,
Of course. You're both very attractive.
Both very attractive.
Both very attractive.
Yes, definitely. Are you twins?
No, we're not. Although some people come in and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're definitely twins," and we're just like, "Are you crazy?" We don't think we look alike in any way, shape, or form, but that's okay.
All right. Enough of the silly Sparks questions. Do you have a favorite object or like story about an object here? That you want to share this?
When we opened the store, we didn't want it just to be any run-of-the-mill occult shop. You know, you can just go to your suppliers, you can order your stuff, you can fill your shelves, and call it a day. We wanted it to be very, very, very unique. So I pulled a few of our
Great.
favorite products here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me show you guys. So one of my favorites is the unique animal products that we carry, all ethically sourced, of course. No animals are harmed specifically for this. This is an example of a bird's heart that we sell.
Wow.
Bird's heart.
What
Yes.
kind of bird?
Actually, that I don't know.
Bird heart. That's
but-
like your heart.
They're awfully small. Oh, I get the insult. Oh.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
But folklorically, these would have been used for love spells. So a witch would have
Ah.
pricked the heart with pins while chanting the name of somebody they wanted to make fall in love with them, and that was the way to cast a spell. So that's one of the cool things. Another one here is the witch's spirit lamp. This
wow.
is a horseshoe that's forged to a candle holder. Usually a candle is fixed between the horns, and it symbolizes the light betwixt the horns as a representation of like the horned god of the witches. So very common in a lot of witch practice.
Cool.
Neat.
And then we're also really working hard to curate some of our rare, out of print, or just otherwise like not commonly produced books. This is one of my favorites. It's the Psalter of Cain. Published a couple years ago. This is an example of a book that we have that was number 455 out of 700. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, so there's only 700, of this book in existence here.
Wow.
Yes, and we really specialize in trying to curate and source as many of these cool, rare, unique things as we can. So
That's beautiful.
yeah, I don't know if you
That
guys
is
can-
very beautiful. Yeah, hold it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, just a few things that we like to
Yeah.
stock and carry here.
Cool.
And do you give workshops here or classes?
Yeah, lots of workshops, lots of classes, lots of events. We celebrate all the Sabbats, all the full moons, all the new moons. We have a lot of stuff going on here. We're also a publishing company.
Yeah.
Shameless plug for Crossed Crow Books.
Yeah.
One of our authors, Raven Digitalis, is actually in town for his book launch this weekend. So we've got all of his books that'll be arriving here from the printers on Thursday. His launch is on Friday. So we're kind of tying that into the fall equinox. So we'll have about
Cool.
70, 80 people in here for it.
Oh,
Very
great.
cool.
Yeah.
I bet some of our people watching might have some questions for you. But in the meantime, oh yeah, look, there's Crossed Crow
Oh, yeah,
Books.
Crossed Crow Books. There it is.
Cool.
Hello.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Minion, do you want to drop those other links in the chat while maybe people think of questions to ask, and we can kick off the Q&A with a couple more questions of our own.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable telling us a bit about your own magical
Yeah,
practice? And
definitely.
how you sort of came into this?
Yeah, totally. So I'm a witch. Go figure. And it wasn't something that it wasn't a practice that I just woke up one day and I think I'll be a witch today and then open up a witch store. It was something that I feel like my brother and I, we've been doing, well, really everybody in this that works in this shop have been doing for their entire lives. Like I remember as a 5-year-old, I would collect rainwater in my beach bucket, and then I would steal flowers from the neighbors' gardens, and I would mix my potions, and had no idea what I was doing. I was just the weird kid. But I suppose that most witches, are weird. Like, we usually have one foot in the other world and one foot here, which is why we never seem like we're truly here in the moment,
Right.
So
That's really cool.
And how long has Malliway Brothers been open?
2017. So yeah, we started off in a smaller store about 2 or 3 blocks down the road. As of a year ago, almost a year ago exactly, we moved into this space. So we're very fortunate to have the old vintage style apothecary here, with a giant creepy basement underneath the store.
Perfect.
Yeah. I know people have described like the interior as a mix between like Village Witch's Cottage, Hogwarts, and what am I forget. I feel like I'm missing a phrase.
Diagon Alley?
Diagon Alley? Okay, sure. Let's go with Diagon Alley. So,
Very cool. I see a few questions coming in. Somebody wants to know, Charlotte wants to know, are male Wiccans called witches or is warlock a thing?
so Wicca is a religion. Witchcraft is the practice. The way that we were taught is that every Wiccan is a witch, but not every witch is a Wiccan.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. Let's see. These are some. Nancy wants to know if you see ghosts.
Oh yeah, we got spirits in the shop. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we tend to them. We leave offerings for them. We talk to them. The dolls that you see watching you, they're actually not just dolls. They're a little spooked, a little witched.
Oh, yeah.
They keep an eye on things for us.
What kind of offerings do you leave?
Yeah, actually, Wick, do you wanna? No.
What, just scream?
No, so we have a little spirit house up there that we'll leave offerings in, and usually if we find like a random token or a little charm or just something that looks like it's out of place, we'll leave that as an offering. Every now and then we'll do a ritual where we leave like incense, a little bit of food, a little bit of drink out. The idea is that you give the spirit something they can't get on their own, which is the wholeness and freshness of life. So.
That's
Well, there's
beautiful.
definitely a great feeling when you walk into this space.
Very
Yeah,
much
it
so.
feels really inviting and
Yeah.
comfortable and cozy, and it's just
We appreciate that.
It's
That's really what
really
we're going for. We want everybody to feel welcome here. We've even had a couple preachers come through the door, of course, telling us we're going to hell, which I'm like, that's where the party is at this point, so why not? But hey, sit down, and talk to us. Sure, we'll talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just want everybody to feel like they have a space and can feel welcome here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for people who are curious about exploring magic and ritual on their own?
Yeah, I would say, again, this is just from our perspective here, but practice. There are so many people, and I'm a bibliophile. I love books. We are a publishing company, so please buy books. But I think the thing is people get hung up in just reading, and they don't practice. So if you're really serious about practicing the craft, it's called the practice. It's called witchcraft,
Yeah.
Light your candles, burn your incense, and cast a spell.
I love it. Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much,
Oh, yeah,
Blake,
of
for
course.
joining us
Yeah.
on screen.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
And
Thanks,
my dad. My final question for my dad. Do you have a favorite witch?
Yes. Aside from my brother, I would say my favorite witch is Mary Sibley from the Salem Show and Zelda Spellman from the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are my two
Solid.
favorite. Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you guys.
Thanks so much, Blake.
Yay!
Here.
Go Blake. Amazing brother.
Yay.
That was fun.
You heard it here.
All right, we've got another Zelda fan in the comments. We have a yes, Zelda in all caps.
Yeah, she's legit.
Awesome. Cool. All right. Well, I think on that note, we ought to play another song.
Yeah, let's
All right.
do it.
All right. This one goes out to the brothers Malliway. She has a green face and flying monkeys. She wears scarves and leather and lace. She lives in Africa on the island of Aiea. In a tower, in a chicken leg hut in Peoria. She is solitary. She comes in threes. She's a member of a coven.
Sometimes she's a he.
When she opens the door, what do you see? When she opens the door, what do you see? When she opens the door, what do you see? When she opens the door, she rides a broomstick
Or a bicycle.
She's all freedom and speed and scorch.
She's stunning,
Hideous,
hesitant,
confident,
curious,
furious,
glorious.
monstrous.
She's our downfall.
She's our deliverance. She's a higher being, surrounded by beasts.
She's lurking in the forest.
She lives deliciously.
When she opens the door,
What do you see? When she opens the door, what do you see? When she opens the door, what do you see? When she opens the door. Write your grimoire, speak your grammar, make it grimmer, cast your glamour. Write your grimoire, speak your grammar, make it grimmer, cast your glamour.
she has a taste for
Incantation, got a sulfur too.
She reads the cards and stars,
Making magic in the margins.
Is it myth?
Is it music?
Is it truth?
She's a pagan priestess,
The witch of the east,
in ancient Egypt.
or New York City.
When she opens the door, what do you see? When she opens the door, what do you see? When she opens the door, what do you see? When she opens the door, what do you see? When she opens the door, what do you see? When she opens the door, what do you see? When she opens the door. Write your grimoire, speak your grammar, make it grammar, that song is called Grimoire. That is also going to be on our next record, which we are going to be telling you some things about pretty soon.
Yeah, and that song was inspired by Pam Grossman's Waking the Witch.
Waking the Witch. Do we have a copy of that around?
I'm sure I do somewhere.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
Pam Grossman's Waking the Witch inspired
Yeah.
that song. Should I tell them my witch story? This seems like the moment to tell the witch story from Cleveland, don't you think?
Sure, it's a safe space for that.
It feels like a safe space for that. So, I don't identify as a witch, although I'm kind of witchy in some ways. But a funny thing happened when we were in Cleveland back in July. We were playing a show that it was very hot. It was a tent show, and the green room was like a table outside the tent in the like main sort of public park in downtown
Right.
Brooklyn.
So we're basically
Cleveland.
getting changed and
Basically,
putting
so
on our makeup outside in
and
the
so
public
people
square.
would walk by, and it's like downtown Cleveland, so there's some unhoused people around and just random folks kind of walking through the park. And this one lady, and people would come over and ask if we like had food or water, like we'd be like, oh, there's water fountains over there.
We're like,
and,
what are you doing?
Yeah, or they'd be like,
What's
what are you
the
doing?
show?
Like, we'd be like, there's a show in the tent. This is our dressing room. So this one lady comes over and she's like, she seems probably unhoused. She seems kind of disorganized, and she comes up and she asks if she wants to know if we have any water, and we're like, we don't, but like there's that's where the water fountain is. And then she looks at me, and I'm dressed in like this getup basically, and she looks at me and she says, "Are you a good witch?" And I did not think about it for a second. I just opened my big mouth, and out fell the word yes. And then I was like in the soup, because then like suddenly like I had like entered into like a pact with this woman who like wanted my help, and I was like, oh no, I have now committed to like do this with her, because like it doesn't matter if like I think it's real, even like she like this is like a real thing that's happening between me and this lady. And so she like asked me if I would like take a like bad hex off of her, basically. She's like, Lois is hexing me, and like can you help me with this? And she like took my hand, and like and so I just like out of sheer instinct, I led her. I was like, okay, like we're just gonna like picture like a ring of white light, and like you're inside it, like Lois is outside of it, and like nothing can touch you inside the circle of white light. And she's like, oh, thank you. Like she was like so grateful, and I was like, and she was like, should I wear like a particular color? And I was like, no, like this, you don't need anything, you don't need me, like you don't need anybody, like you have this, like it's inside you, like you can just like make like a protective circle like anytime you want, like it's with you. And she put my hand on her head, and like and then she seemed satisfied, and she went away, and I was like, oh my god, I just like did that. I guess I'm a witch now. That's my witch story.
Jury's in.
It's like AA for witches.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, hello, my name is Ellie Bisker. I'm a witch.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen, but like
Oh,
sometimes you just open your mouth and things happen. It's like, yeah, I mean, I took it very seriously, because
I
like
know you did.
it
I
was
know.
serious for her, and
Yeah, serious
anyway,
intention. It's all about intention.
strange things happen sometimes. So we had a couple more tour highlights we did want to tell you about. I guess that was like a summer tour highlight. So in Rochester, when we were there earlier in the week, we were doing our show, Our Lady of Radium, which is our song cycle inspired by the life and work of scientist Marie Curie. And one of the songs involves the Radium Girls, who were young women poisoned by their work painting watch faces with toxic, glowing, radium-based paint. And we were done with the show, and we're like selling stuff at the merch table, and this guy comes up and he says, my mother was a Radium Girl. And we were like, oh my god. And
Yeah, keep going.
well, and we were like, we hope you feel like we did her honor, and he's like, no, like I was like really moved, and he told us that she was part of like a later wave of Radium Girls in like the 40s, which like we didn't even know about, in Waltham, Mass. And he was like, yes, like it did turn her bones to dust. Like it was like, but he was like, nobody talks about it. Like, thank you for talking about it. So yeah, my mother was a radium girl. That happened.
Yeah, he was very moved.
Yeah, he was really nice. Yeah,
Yeah, and also as a new merch item, we sell.
On a related note.
Sell radium.
Yep, we have real radium now
Yeah.
for sale. The merch table. It's real.
Turn off the light. Yeah, see.
It's real.
It's real radium. Just
Definitely
don't eat
real.
it.
Don't put it inside your body.
It's only $1.
It's just $1. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a bargain, really.
Yeah, so that's
Yep.
a new merch item we have.
Yeah, in Cleveland, we got to perform with vaudevillian duo Pinch and Squeal, who have the largest kazoo we've ever seen. It's like you need 2 hands to hold it.
Yeah.
That was a highlight.
That was pretty cool. We played our first Spiegel Tent performance in Rochester at the Rochester Fringe. We were a late addition to the variety show, and we closed out the show by playing.
We did. We closed
playing
out
a couple
the show.
songs.
And a Spiegel tent. If you don't know what you were about to tell
No,
them.
I am now. But yeah. Spiegel
yeah.
Tent is this European tent made by a family in Brussels, in Belgium. Belgian family. They come. There's very few of these Spiegel tent. They're beautiful. Spiegel means mirror, and so it's like got wood floors, a beautiful,
Yeah, they're
tent
like
structure.
they're like it's like a collapsible structure. So instead of like it being just all flexible fabric, it's
Yeah.
like all these like wood sort of partitions.
It's like a wooden jewelry box. It's so beautiful.
And then like the top of it is a tent top.
Yeah. And we were backstage watching the show before going on, and we're kind of like peering through the curtain, and some of the other performers were warming up behind me, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm in their way. I noticed there was a woman behind me when I looked, and then I turned around to make sure I wasn't in her way, and she was gone. But she wasn't gone. She was literally bent over backwards, like doing a back bend. Our hands were on the floor. And so I was not in her way. She was just warming up.
Yeah, there were clowns. There were stripping clowns. It was like
Yeah, a
all
lot
you
of
could
stripping.
ask for in a variety show backstage.
And there was us.
Yeah, there was us.
So that was a highlight.
Let's play them another song.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
It's moving right along.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right. Can you feel this from a distance? What I'm doing with my pins. Pull them from between my lips, and one by one I stick them in. Not a cushion, not a pillow, but a clever mannequin. If I covered it with kisses, would you feel them on your skin?
I can feel you out there doing it yet again. Up to your old tricks, dear. Reaching out through thin air. Uncontrolled twitches. Sharp pains in my back. Butterfly kisses. Hot breath on my neck.
Can you feel this
feel
from a
you out
distance?
there
What I'm doing with
it
my pins.
yet
Pull
again.
them from
Up to your
between
old
my
tricks,
lips,
dear.
and one by one
Reaching
I
out
stick them in.
Through thin
Not a
air.
cushion, not a
Uncontrolled
pillow,
twitches.
but a clever
Sharp pains
mannequin.
in my
If
back.
I covered it
Butterfly
with
kisses.
would
Hot
you
breath
feel them
on my
your skin?
neck.
It's not the same as the real thing. I'd like this better instead. Ooh, I know you're thinking of me when I'm thinking that we are connected. We are connected.
evening of the seance where we met that only time. All the candles were extinguished when you put your hand in mine. The table started rocking and you caught my evil eye. We promised when we parted we would never say goodbye.
I knew from your demeanor that you were a kindred soul. Your smile was so familiar, and I couldn't let you go.
Comes from
It's
me,
a sympathetic magic pulls us
Are we
together
doomed?
close.
Are we
It's a
cursed?
sympathetic magic.
It
It's the
could
thing I
always
love
be
the
worse.
most. It's not the same as the real thing. I like this better instead. Ooh, I know you're thinking of me when I'm thinking that we are connected. It's not the same as the real thing. I like this better instead. Ooh, I know you're thinking of me when I'm thinking that we are connected. We are connected. You never
Wanna be
would
your
believe
plaything,
it, but a toy
not
can
at
take
least
a toll.
anymore.
I sewed
Puppet
it
on
with
a
a
kite
needle
string
and a piece
that you
of your
toss
soul.
to the floor.
Not just any
Careful what you wish
simulacrum,
for.
such a sweet
It comes
remote
back
control.
sevenfold.
I could shoot
Might fall
you
into
with
a
a
well,
pistol,
dear, and they'd never find the
It's not the same as the real thing. I like this better instead. Ooh, I know you're thinking of me when I'm thinking that we are connected. We are connected. We are connected. It's kind of a high pressure thing to play all our witchiest songs in front of a bunch of
I
witches.
know, the real witches.
Very, very good job.
Thank you.
We're doing all right. Okay.
All right, so far so
So
good.
far, so good.
Yeah. Well, we have drawn a card for the current situation. We've drawn a card for the recent past.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's time to draw a card for the immediate future.
We have drawn the Six of Swords.
Now, in this card, I don't know if you can quite see it on the screen, there is somebody poling a boat in which some people are traveling. Perhaps some sort of abduction scenario.
Yeah, or the-
perhaps fleeing the scene.
Mm-hmm. Going to a better place, better situation.
And we relate to all of those because we have more shows coming up on this tour, and we're about to tell you about all of them. Starting with tomorrow, September 21st, we are going to be in Milwaukee at Bremen Cafe. That is a free show. We're playing with Professor Pinkerton. It starts at 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
On Thursday, September 22nd, we're going to Madison. We're playing at the North Street Cabaret. And that is a ticketed show, and we're dropping a ticket link in the comments. We'd love to see you if you're in Milwaukee or Madison. We've only been to Milwaukee once before, and Madison will be our first time, so it'll be awfully nice to see some friendly faces.
Yeah.
And then
Then we come back
Yeah,
to
right
Chicago.
here to Chicago. And that's on Friday,
23rd.
the 23rd. We're going to be
Excuse me.
playing at Aloft Circus Arts, which is a gorgeous former church space where they do circus performance and circus education. And we are emceeing and providing live music for the Sanctuary Cabaret with a lot of circus acts. So we're really excited about that. If you're here in Chicago, after you swing by Malliway Brothers, come see us play at Aloft on Friday. On Saturday, we're playing a house concert in Cincinnati. It is secret-ish, which means if you want to come, you have to sign up for a ticket, and then we send you the address because it's at someone's home. Bill and Betty, we're so looking forward to that, to seeing you again. They have hosted one before, and they know how to do it.
Yeah,
and
they do
we're-
it right. They do it right.
We're just looking forward to seeing them again. And then the last show on this tour is Sunday in Columbus at the Rambling House with two spooky kind of Halloween season bands, Emmy Lazarus and the Recently Deceased and Doomsdale High. Apparently Columbus has many such bands. Who knew it was such a rich vein of that? No pun intended.
It's going to get richer.
We have even lots more shows coming up in October. We're going to be coming back to do a New York show. We're going to be doing shows in Detroit, Pittsburgh, a couple in the Hudson Valley, and Western Mass. So
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We haven't announced all of those yet, but you can always go to charmingdisaster.com/shows to find out all that is coming up on our calendar. So I think we've got time for one more tune before we call it a night. Jen Larson wants to know, where is Professor Bellows?
Where the hell?
Yeah,
I think
that
that's
is
the right
that
question.
is a good question. Where in the hell is Professor Bellows? We are pretty sure we have a lock on his location, and we hope to update you further about that soon. He's just taking his time. He's a turtle, or possibly a tortoise. I forget.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
Yeah,
I
they
can't
take-
even-
they take time.
They take their time, but rest assured, we think he'll be back eventually. All right, so we're gonna close it out with
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah, let's do it.
One more song. Although I appreciate all the questions in the comments, and one of these days we're gonna do like a full-on Ask Me Anything.
Ask me anything?
Yeah.
Dare we?
It's gonna be like an AMAA, like an
Ask Me
almost
Almost
anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. This song goes out to social media accomplice Eden, and also Mike Gawkin, if you're out there listening.
Yeah.
Oh, and the last song, just I forgot to announce that one.
Yeah.
The last song we played is called Sympathetic Magic, and it appears on our album Cautionary Tales.
Your spoon was in the boiling.
Your thumb was on the scale.
Don't try to lead the witness.
That won't get you anywhere.
Sit still and try to listen.
Hear the whispers in the wind.
Make yourself an empty vessel.
If you wanna let them in.
Turn pages, lick your fingers.
Black ink is on your lip.
You won't find out the secrets.
In all the books you kiss.
Just like the Ouroboros.
Your tail is in your teeth.
Strip off your outer layer.
Find out what's underneath. Find out what's underneath. Underneath. You've had your fun, darling.
Here's the part you won't remember.
Lion eats the sun, darling.
Till there's only glowing embers.
Who will
in code.
A phoenix's potential in the ashes of your bones. It is a risky business, there is no guarantee. If you go out and seek it, that truth will set you free. What does the moth remember of caterpillar bliss? Is this annihilation or metamorphosis? Or metamorphosis, metamorphosis.
You've had your fun,
Darling, shining in the summer splendor.
Lion eats the sun.
Darling, in the dark of deep December, who will you become? Darling, you'll receive what you surrender. You surrender. Turn inside out. Now you have found all you wanted. Turn inside out. Now you have found all you wanted. Turned inside out. Now you have found all you wanted. Turn inside out. Now you have found all you wanted.
It's our alchemical song.
It was called Ouroboros, which is out as a single, although not yet on any album. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and thank all of you so much
Yes,
in this
for
room
being
for
here.
being part of this on the physical plane with us. And it's such a special treat to do one of these with real live people in the room. If you're new to Charming Disaster, because you're watching on the Malliway Brothers page, we're going to drop a bunch of links in the comments where to find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and how to sign up for our email list. We tour a lot, and we like Chicago, and we like all the other places.
Yeah.
So find us and befriend us, and we have a pretty great community of folks over there.
And to anyone who's coming through Chicago, you have to stop by Malliway Brothers.
Definitely.
It is such a wonderful space here. You have to come in.
I definitely saw some comments of people planning road trips to come
Yeah.
here. So tell them Charming Disaster sent you. Thank you so much to Minion pulling levers behind the scenes. Thank you so much to social media accomplice Eden. And thank you so much to Malliway Bros, Blake and Wick, and all the nice people here. As a reminder, once again, this is a donation-based concert, which means if you're in a position to support what we're doing with a donation or a merch purchase, here are the various options for how to do that. And if you're not in a position to do that, that's fine too. We're happy you're here, and this last hour is our donation to you.
Great.
We love you. Our next live stream is going to be September 30th, and some big things are happening between now and then. So
Stay tuned.
stay alert, and beware. And we'll see you soon. All right, we're gonna put up the goodbye
thing. Oh, yeah,
screen
put
if
up
I
the
can
thing.
find out where it
Where's
is. Oh
it?
yeah, there it is. All right, bye
Okay.
everyone.
Bye, we love you.
Love you.